Greetings, LEGO Star Wars Battles fans. Well, Season 3 is here. We've all been anticipating, excited, because we saw development and balance changes in the middle of Season 2. Ready for Season 3. Nooch made predictions. Here it comes. Lots of energy for the game. Ha 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 ha. We'll find out. But before we find out, Thanksgiving here on Coruscant is approaching rapidly. And, of course, for Thanksgiving, everyone eats a turkey, right? On Coruscant, of course. On Coruscant, we eat turkeys for Thanksgiving. And, every year before Thanksgiving, there's a big turkey hunt in the bowels of Coruscant. Of course, we set turkeys loose and we send hunters out. Look, just go with me on this. Go with me on. We're hunting turkeys. So, do you know what turkeys say to the hunters the day before Thanksgiving? Quack, quack. Hello there, Palpatine went super cheese for that one, and very American, by the way. Congratulations, Palpatine. Okay, guys, Season 3 is here. Honestly, and this is very honest, the best review from a player, and I've been talking to players on YouTube, in multiple Discord channels, the best review I've heard is underwhelming, and honestly, it was the word that I thought this morning when I popped out of bed, ready to get young Nooch Jr. up for school. I looked at the update, I looked at Season 3, and I thought, okay. So let's do it. Let's look at the good, the bad, and the underwhelming from the update. And so let's start with the good. I like Hux. I think Hux is really cool. I like his character thing there. I think it's cool that they went to a dark side character for the season. Let's take a look at the description. General Hux season. He's on a mission to prove his worth to the First Order and earn his place as supreme leader. And what better way to do that than crushing any force that opposes them until they're nothing but bricks and pieces. Complete C-3PO's missions and climb... Now, why are they still C-3PO's missions? Why aren't they General Hux's missions? I don't get that. That's a look... Anyway, climb the General Hux reward path to unlock a unique and slightly scary General Hux emote. New General Hux events will drop every weekend and are the only way to earn exclusive rewards like the Porg Scream emote. So, we're going to get the Porg Scream and General Hux emote during the season. I still like the idea of emotes during these seasons. Okay, new event, reinforcements. Need some support in battles? Reinforcement events are here to help, automatically deploying predetermined units to aid you and your enemy for free. So based on this picture, it looks like the reinforcements that will be deploying are going to be the tanks, the clone tank and the AT-AT. Not the new units, the Minox and the Buzz Droids. I don't get that. Alright, sorry. This is the good. We're in the good still. Okay, good. It's a new event. It's a new type of event, reinforcements. That's good in and of itself, basically. New units. These have been added to Taco Donna, my old girlfriend, Taco Donna. She loved tacos. Minox. I like that card. That's a really pretty card. These flying nuisances will swoop down and drain the energy from towers until there's barely a spark of light left. So they just go after towers. And then Buzz Droids, a swarm of pesky droids that'll eviscerate anything that stumbles into them. Weak when alone, but fierce when together. And as you can see, I have not unlocked either one of these, but we'll take a look at it. The Buzz Droids, 5 air units with short range, more annoying than flies at a picnic, damage, health, etc. I'm not going to analyze these today, we'll do that down the road. Minox, 3 air units that target towers, drain health at an increasing rate. There you go. Another light side unit that targets towers. But we're in the good stuff, right? We're in the good stuff. The graphics are pretty cool there, I gotta say. Are they 450 health each? These things are 13 and 150 health at level... Alright. We're in the good. We're in the good stuff. It's good that there are new units. And honestly, from some of the gameplay, and we're going to jump into that gameplay. Let's go ahead and jump into it right now while we talk about all the other stuff. So I'm going to pop this up here, and here we go. And let's go ahead and play it. So I'm going to run some gameplay. If I can figure this out. I'm going to run some gameplay of the Minox and the Buzz Droids. I got this today from Dissonance. I'm using the Discord name. Just Dissonance, General Grievous, Suicidal, Goat, and Die Again. I'm not able to get all of this on there, all of their stuff, but thanks for sending me the footage, everybody, because I was not able to unlock these today. I'm having trouble speaking, but you know, that's what your dad does. He has trouble speaking because he's too excited or too old. All right, anyway, that's the good. Let's talk about the bad. No new planet. I mean, really, no new planet? We have people, players like myself. I was floating around 5,500 trophies all last season. And the highest planet we've got right now, let me take a look while you guys are watching that. Highest planet is Scarif at 3,200 trophies. That's 2,300 trophies behind. Now, I'm top 1%. I get it. But you have people that have twice as many trophies as your top planet. And, you know, if you're going to run this game, you should be running new planets all the time. I mean, we need to get these planets loaded up. Unless there's some plan, I mean, to eventually... I don't know how they're going to bring the trophies down to the planet level without catching the planets up. So I don't get why there's no new planet. I talked about that in the video before, so I don't get that. Another light side unit that rushes the tower. Now you have the clone tank, which not very many people are using. You have the OP Tauntaun with Yoda, and now you have the Minox, which are really effective. You'll see here in maybe one of these videos, maybe you've already seen it, I don't know. But the Minox seem to be pretty effective at destroying towers. They have a lot of health, and they're even effective at just the base level 4. So yeah, so now the light side is all about charging towers and the dark side is not. So we just added more of that mechanic to the light side, which is very strange. Trying to understand it, I don't really get that. So more light side tower push. Man, the really, really bad guys, no champions. I mean, no champions. What is going on with the champions? I don't get it. You know, we've had, from what I think, is the same 6 champions in this game since it launched in beta a year and 5 months ago. So we've had all this development for almost a year and a half, and we have the same 6 champions? We can't find new champions? And it makes me concerned that, like, this game is just stalling. It's just... Is the game just, like, purposely stalling till we get Lego Skywalker Saga? Because I've said many times, I believe that was the original intent, was to launch this mobile game with Skywalker Saga as like a companion to it. I don't know. I just don't get the idea of not launching champions. And I don't understand what's going on with the champion shop. And now we get into kind of the underwhelming stuff. Like, there's no champions, so now we have the champion shop. And the game has been, we're going on, we've had it for 8 weeks now. The game's been here on Apple Arcade for 8 weeks. And you're only able to buy 1 champion card per champion in the shop. It didn't renew with the seasons, so it doesn't renew every 4 weeks. Apparently it doesn't even renew every 8 weeks. I don't know when those champions are going to renew. Do they ever? If they never renew, then just take them out. Don't leave me a champion shop sitting there with cards that are locked forever. I don't get it. Or tell us what's going on. Something. Give us something to the champion shop to tell us what the deal is. I don't get that. I don't get that. More underwhelming stuff. You know, guilds would be... We really need guilds in the game. In the beta, for those of you that played it, it was sitting there as like a test game mode forever. It just said guilds, but nothing ever happened with it. And we haven't seen it. It's still just sitting out there in, I guess, in partial development or something. I don't know. But that's definitely disappointing that we didn't get guilds. We have no even mention of it. You know, part of what's disappointing is just this lack of overall communication. You know, people are playing this game and people are committed to playing the game. Some people, like myself, I wasn't subscribing to Apple Arcade outside. I'm paying $5 a month for this game. And for Castaways too. But I'm paying $5 a month because of this game. And I just don't know what's going on with the game. I don't understand the direction. What is the direction of the game? That was something that was stated this morning. And when I said that, you know, the softest feedback was that it was underwhelming. And by the way, that feedback was not just from experienced players and from players at the top of the bar. That feedback was everybody I talked to. People that are only at 1,500 trophies right now, don't even playing for a couple of weeks. People that are at 8,000 trophies. I mean, I actually was talking to Balaran. He was very upset. He had some real choice words. You can put together a document to send to the devs. We're not going to go over that. If you want to take a look at that, you guys can join the LEGO Star Wars Battle Discord. If you pop into my Discord, you can find it, have that conversation. That's fine. It's out there. Just really underwhelming. What else? Another thing, and this is something that I was talking to Valorant about, and for those who don't, we've talked about Valorant. He's the best player in the game. He's really looking for a sandbox mode in this game or a non-ladder mode. I'm not convinced that it's necessary, but, he's an influential player, and several other players that were in chat were mentioning that they really feel like the game needs a non-ladder mode. Because right now, the only way you can play the game is to be in ladder. You're only in the game climbing ladder and in the global leaderboard or moving up the planets. There's nowhere you can play where you're just playing for fun or playing for very small rewards, but just having fun with the game. It doesn't exist. I personally don't think that's needed because I don't think that the punishment for losing is all that bad. If you lose a few matches, you go down a couple hundred trophies. It's not that big of a deal. It affects your psyche, I get it, but you're just as likely to lose. If you're losing in those ladder matches at 1,000 trophies, you're just as likely to lose in a sandbox mode, and I just don't think there's enough players in this game. We have 80,000 people or so playing the game that have played since the update, and I just don't think that that's enough people to introduce like a separate sandbox non-ladder mode. But Valorant believes very heavily in that, and he was extremely disappointed that nothing like that is coming about. Basically, guys, the biggest underwhelming part of this whole thing is we have a new season coming up. We were all excited. Everybody wanted to see some champions. Gameplay modes, we wanted to see that. We got a new gameplay mode coming up, like I said, but I was hoping that the gameplay modes would feature the new cards, feature the Minox, feature the Buzz Droids. Put those things in the new events. Make them a card that you borrow in the event. Make them a reward for the event, and maybe they will be. Maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but I don't get the impression that in tomorrow's event, which I will play here live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central, I don't get the impression that one of the rewards is going to be Minox or Buzz Droids. Now I'm hoping to have those unlocked by tomorrow, so I can show you, I can test them out and give you the gameplay live while we do that. I just don't get the impression that that's going to be part of the event. So, and I don't get that. I don't get the idea of launching new units and not having some kind of energy around it. Like if you're going to have an event like they talked about, where, and we'll go back to the game now. Go back to my screen. Where if you're going to have an event where you're going to have units spawning, make the units the new units. Put them in there. Highlight your new units. Make them part of the game. There's just so many things I don't get. So basically, this entire new season is Hux, who I like. Again, I like. And 2 new cards that seem to be like they're going to be effective. A new event that seems like it might be moderately interesting. I like the idea of a new event. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. It's just very underwhelming. And I think if you want to get some energy going for this game, and something, by the way, that you can market, you could market this game if you had Kylo and Rey out there, if you had Palpatine and Anakin out there. If you put out new champions, you could market them to get more people playing the game. There's something about this whole thing not coming together. I'm really not getting. So underwhelming. Hopefully we'll see some of these things come to fruition during the season. If I gotta wait 4 more weeks, I guess we'll wait. I hope we don't get, more the more and more underwhelming things that you get in a game like this. It's for those especially who've been playing for a year and a half or more. It's what you come to expect. Like, hey, I'm not playing anything happen in this update because it just doesn't. Anyway, that's what I got, guys. So. Yeah, the good, the bad, the very underwhelming. This update is underwhelming. It didn't meet expectations, didn't meet predictions, didn't meet the hopes and dreams of this community. And guys, that's all I gotta say. I just moved that, but hopefully you guys are still having fun. I'm still having fun with the game. The game is still a lot of fun. It's not like I'm abandoning the game at this point. I just would like to see a little more to give me some hope for the future, and to help you guys always remember, Nooch too good. Climb that unique into and I can't speak.